Hi, welcome to our presentation, Why Make a Video Essay? Assignment of Now. My name is Amanda Myers. I'm a librarian for the School of Arts and Humanities at Edith Cowan University in Western Australia.
Hello, my name is Tanja Visosevic and I'm a film and video lecturer in the School of Arts and Humanities at Edith Cowan University in Western Australia. I first started incorporating video essays into my lectures a few years ago. It was a really dynamic way to get a lot of dense information across in a short amount of time. I soon found that a lot of the students were quite fascinated with the form. They were signing up to different video essay channels, subscribing to them, and some of them were coming to me and asking if they could actually make their own video essay. One of the things at Edith Cowan when I first started here was that there were 3 streams in the film and video program. There was production, theory and script writing. Production and theory, the two would never meet, and I found that a lot of the film and video students didn't want to play with theory. So I started to find ways in which we could incorporate theory and production together, and obviously the video essay was an amazing way to do this.
So the two of us working together, we're a double combination. Tanja being a teaching practitioner in film and video studies, and I'm actually a subject librarian. I'm looking at it from the point of view of multiliteracy and multimodality, skills that students need for the current information age. This project was made possible through a WAND Small Teaching and Learning grant. Thank you very much, WAND. The whole idea of this project is to pull these resources together on how to do a video essay and then disseminate this information out to other academics and students. Our project outcomes will initiate change and support new learning experiences in film studies. The outcomes are a literature review to define the video essay, examination of existing research on the form and how it can be applied to teaching and learning. We've also engaged students to produce a video on how to do a video essay. This requires a script, filming and post-production, and it will be done by a student team of video essayers. The video will be promoted and distributed amongst colleagues and the school and the wider teaching community. To date, there has been interest from non-film lecturers at the power of the video essay as a teaching tool, and we're hoping that this will eventually go into arts and humanities teaching as a resource. For this project, we looked at the definition of the video essay from 2 perspectives, those being film studies and teaching and learning. Film practitioners, academics, critics, and cinephiles confirm that the video essay is difficult to define, with a general definition as an emerging, concentrated multimedia form that is suited to the free online publishing platforms offered by the internet and culture of cinematic communities. As a structure, Ariel Bernstein sees a video essay as thesis-driven, analytical framework using images with text so that the viewer can read and interpret the images in a particular way, or to view an original work as a reinterpretation. To film scholars, the video essay offers a platform for creative practice, explorations and the production of new knowledge. The video essay has no firm rules but goals. It can immerse the viewer in the work of a filmmaker whilst demonstrating the video essayer's mastery of understanding and re-expressing the material as an idea. So how does the video essay form appear from the educator's perspective? In educational settings, the video essay is an emerging multimodal form with embedded multiliteracies and a super tool for learning. We were drawn to the New London Group because of their pioneering work in multiliteracy pedagogy and multimodality, defined as modes of meaning. As we are living in an increasingly multimodal world, the video essay form is relevant. It's the orchestration of visual, oral, kinetic and verbal modes for meaning making and communication. The New London Group multimodal framework supports our argument that the video essay is a multifaceted form when compared to the traditional essay. We are interested in how the student employs and manipulates the mode parameters in the video essay form. While it is unlikely that an individual video essay would employ all 7 modes of meaning, the form of the video essay has the potential to feature many modal dimensions.
A project is multimodal if it incorporates 2 or more of these modes of meaning. Each multimodal form is represented as follows. Written language appears in the video essay as text. Oral language is performed through voiceover narration and dialogue. Visual representation is through still and moving images. Audio representation is anything from music, sound effects, ambience and silence. Now these 4 modes, they're really obvious, but let's look at some examples of the other 3 modes, and I'm referring to spatial, gestural and tactile representation. Here we have an example of spatial. In Landscapes and Paradigms, Ford's Monument Valley, Booth Wilson explores spatial representation in a very creative and unique manner. This particular essay deconstructs the representation of civilization across Monument Valley in the films of John Ford and frames it against Google Earth. And it's quite fascinating because it applies the analog over the top of the digital. Gestural representation. Gestural representation. In this 20-second extract from Uncontained, a video essay on Andrea Arnold's 2009 film Fish Tank by Catherine Grant, Grant draws attention to the gestural movement of Mia's hair and another strand of hair embedded in a windshield. She effectively realises this by dropping out the sound from the sequence. Gestural can take into consideration everything from the movement of characters, facial expressions, the gaze of the eye, dance and action sequences, movement of objects, movement of the camera, etc. Tactile representation. Tactile is a more challenging mode to demonstrate. How can you touch something on screen? In recent film theory, such as The Skin of the Film, Intercultural Cinema, Embodiment and the Senses by Laura Marks, the idea of the haptic, which is sensing touch with our eyes, has become increasingly popular. In this video essay, Visions of the Tactile, an essay on skin and soul in the cinema Claire Denis, the creator emphasises the experience of touch via juxtaposition. Tactile representation can include kinesthesia, physical contact, skin sensations, and texture is another effective way of achieving this. So one of the activities I have planned in the unit that I'm teaching next semester, Animation and Filmosophy, is that after a screening of a film, the students locate and extract certain multimodal elements. For instance, on the week dedicated to the abject, we watched Little Otek by the surrealist filmmaker Jan Svankmajer. Traditionally in class, we would discuss how the abject surfaces in the film. This year, I want them to extract some of the moments from the film and edit them together in a way that both emphasises their abject nature and their tactile form. Multiliteracies, 4 dimensions of knowledge processes. On consulting the literature, it was decided to apply the New London Group's 4-dimension pedagogical framework to the video essay. Based on transformative pedagogy, the 4 elements of knowledge processes interweave, overlap and connect. Each dimension of the knowledge process will be present in the class activities and the marking rubric. Experiencing, conceptualizing, analysing, applying. Using the 4 dimensions will ensure the acquisition of knowledge when producing the video essay. So for the next part of our presentation, we'll take a comparative look at the written and the video essay. For the literature reveals one recurring question. Is the video essay merely a translation of the written word in academic film studies, or will the form stand as a new idea of scholarship? Can the video essay be held up to the same standards of the written academic essay? So we're going to show you a slide. It's a paragraph taken from an essay called Personal and Political Identity in the Lego Film. Now I'm going to give you a moment just to read this passage. Now let's compare it to its video essay form.
Are any of us free, and would any of us want to be an individual? Emmett definitely isn't when he's first introduced. He quite literally follows the instructions to fit in and defines himself by Octan's rules.
Step 1. Breathe. Okay, got that one down.
So much so, he loses any sense of individual identity and place within his relationships.
You know, he's not like normal like us. No, he's not that special.
It's only when he loses his instruction booklets does his journey begin. As we see Emmett develop confidence in himself, it's not from his Lego creations and quick thinking being necessarily smart or creative.
Introducing the double-decker couch, so everyone could watch TV together and be buddies.
That is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Please, Wildstein, let me...
In this example, both objects are conveying the same information, however the video essay is delivering the information in a multimodal way. The problem in this example is that the student has just attached visuals to demonstrate what he's saying. And while that is still employing the multimodal form, it's not really taking it to a conceptual level. Here's an extract from a video essay by the same student. This was his second video essay. And in this video essay, you can see that he actually starts to really exploit the multimodal forms. He goes beyond just using visuals to demonstrate the written word.
Linklater achieved what he set out to do in creating a trippy, undefinable piece of work through the rotoscope animation technique and disjunctive editing. His manipulation of time has never been more clear.
It's constantly saying no to God's invitation. I mean, that's what time
At this point in the video essay, the student employs his own moment of disjunctive editing, just after explaining how Linklater utilises it. The student does this to draw attention to the philosophical purpose behind Linklater's work, and in doing so undertakes philosophical action in his own video essay.
I mean, that's what time is. That, behind the phenomenal difference, there is but one story. And that's the story of moving from the no to the yes. All of life is like, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. And then ultimately it's, yes, I give in, yes, I accept.
So this question of the video essay, is it merely a translation of the written word, is a major concern. We believe that the video essay will stand as a new idea of scholarship. However, the video essay has a reputation of being non-academic. A search on the internet will reveal dedicated video essay channels, such as Audiovisual that host video essays with an academic, scholarly and critical purpose. In Transition is a peer-reviewed publication that validates the video essay as a form. In Transition explains on their website that most posts feature 3 elements: a videographic work, a statement by the creator of the video, and 1 or 2 signed peer reviews solicited by the editorial team.
This video essay project presented us with slippery issues and required us to look at the issues of copyright, intellectual property, ethics, referencing and assessment criteria. We've been in consultation with the Edith Cowan University lawyer to validate any copyright issues. The e-learning module on how to do a video essay will include resources on copyright, referencing and other issues. At the Edith Cowan Library in Mount Lawley, we're currently working on a Curiosity Studio makerspace. Within this makerspace will be technology for learning and creating, and it will provide students with multimodal experiences for learning. The outcomes of the WAND project on the video essay and research into multiliteracy pedagogy will be useful resources for this studio and give guidance on how best to instruct multiliteracies to students.
There are advantages to using video in education, the video essay being a more sophisticated, multimodal form offering authentic learning opportunities for students. Students can experience challenges and benefits when composing multimodally. They need to negotiate, apply, and integrate individual modes to coordinate and transfer multiple semiotic resources to convey meaning in an academic way to an audience. Translating meaning into multiple modes can be messy learning and requires problem-solving skills which can promote metacognitive thinking. The creative challenge of using images and sounds to communicate a topic makes it more involving and insightful, encouraging academic rigour from an analytical and research-based perspective.
We hope that you've enjoyed our presentation on an introduction to the video essay.
Because the video essay is the assignment of now. Time for questions.